things possible, Nabillah so well, whose teaching embraces all Muslim souls. To our great teacher, Mr. Colin Olson, as the director of Basic English course, and the general supervisor today, Mr. Budi. Nothing to say but our gratitude are truly yours. To our friends, thank you for being good company. I thank you, Master of Ceremony, for having me today to share a lot about appreciate the opportunity. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen.
Good afternoon.
How's life today?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm good. It started in 2019 when I was senior high school. I have a special person in my life. Do you have a special person in your life? Yeah, surely everyone has. But before explaining what I mean, let's hear my story first. I have a mother, strong mother, the mother who is smart even though she was radio. This is my true story a year ago. My mother had cerebral. At the time, the beginning of the corona pandemic and school were closed. And I was grateful that I could take care of my mother at home. My sister and I encouraged her, and I was hard to her and I was comforted her, so she didn't think negatively about her illness. I can't explain my mother's illness. It's definitely serious disease. Day by day, week by week, month by month, my mother was in and out of the hospital more than 10 times. I live in Jepara, Central Java. So, firstly, my mom was hospitalized in the hospital Jepara, but only for 2 weeks. My mom has to move to another hospital outside the city. It's Kudus. And then he had to move again to another hospital which was further away, in the Karadi Hospital, Semarang. Ladies and gentlemen, because my father had to work, so he couldn't always take care of my mother. So my sister and I took turns keeping watch. The day before my mother passed away, she looked fresh and healthy. Finally, my mom came home. Arrived at home, she was shook again. She folded in. In the end, my mom was hospitalized again in the hospital Jepara. She had been sick for more than a year, and I started to be selfish. Honestly, I really regret it because my mom asked me to accompany her in the hospital, but I didn't want to. I felt lazy, and I wanted to sleep. I want to sleep. I want to sleep. I want to feel to sleep more than 2 hours. And I wanted with my friends, and I wanted to hang out with my friends. That's the attitude that until now I regret. But I went to visit my mom for a while, and she sent me to visit Nabillah to stay beside her, but I didn't pay attention to her. Ladies and gentlemen, Saturday morning, 9th of January 2021, at 7 a.m., I went to school because there was an important event. And after that, I went to my friend's house and we had fun. We played games and others. At the time, my cell phone kept ringing from my family, but I was used to it, and I didn't care. And finally, I let my cell phone kept ringing, and I was still laughing with my friends. Until a neighbor was talking, and I was shocked. I opened my phone, and he told me to go to the hospital immediately. And I hurried to the hospital with the car, and I couldn't focus on driving. Even my hands were shaking. After that, I went to my mother's. After that, I ran to my mother's room crying because last night I didn't want to accompany her, and I didn't pay attention to her. When I go to her room, I saw it was full of my family, my big family. In the end, my father told me to apologize for my mom, and I remember this word. I whispered in her ear, "Mom, please forgive me. I made a lot of mistakes." After a second I finished speaking, she was breathed the last. It was as if my mother had been waiting for me before she left. Ladies and gentlemen, 9th of January 2021 at 3 o'clock p.m. was my worst time. My words entered in an instant. The mother I love has gone, and I couldn't stop apologizing at the time. So, hear me now speech in front of you all. You should be grateful to someone you have and don't forget to always take care of him, especially for your parents. Time is important and you should be grateful for this opportunity. You have someone you love, right? Yeah, your family, your best friend, your teacher, all of us now. There is a meeting, there is a farewell. But for this second, right now, if you still think your mom and your dad are fussy, it's because they really love you. They just want the best for you. They don't want their children to fall the bad things. Our presence at home means a lot to them compared to us only sending money when we have work and are farm for our parents later. Yeah, time is important and you should be grateful for this opportunity. You can learn from any mistakes and appreciating the presence of someone you love is the key. So you don't regret when you lose. Don't want to lose someone before you can appreciate. Let's learn together from any mistakes. All of, we all know all beginning consequence. So it is my speech. I thank you all for giving your best 7 minutes with me to grow more, to learn more from my mistakes. Once more, I thank you all for having me today. I'm Amilatul from Hungary class. See you when I see you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.